To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then
Information card, which is in your seat pocket. On behalf of everyone at Delta Airlines, we want to thank you for paying attention.
Also to be lowered at this time. Please pass the center open claims by the flight attendants as they walk through any last minute items, such as newspapers. Also to be lowered at this time. Please pass the center open claims by the flight attendants as they walk through any last minute items, such as newspapers, cups, and glasses, or
a shot here.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We're going to do it.
Hello, world. And this is part of the new interstate.
Right. Yeah,
And they have a massive wind farm. I mean, a solar farm.
do they?
Solar panels.
Yeah.
Will actually be a lot smaller. This Alpaca Imports is the largest alpaca store, only alpaca stuff in the And the town was laid out by the engineers that built the dam.
Mm-hmm.
And it belonged to the government, Bureau of Land Reclamation,
Yeah.
up until about 1964.
Yeah.
So this was totally a government-owned town.
Uh-huh.
Until,
There's an old building from that era.
oh yeah.
But yeah.
And these old motels. That's where we stayed when we first came to Boulder.
I got a few restaurants here and there.
There is a brewery too.
Of course.
Quite a good brewery.
Well, good. Is it the Tap? Probably not.
No, that is not a good one.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really cool place. We'll eat here one night.
Yeah.
Jack's Place is a nice little
Okay.
sports bar and grill. Milo's is a really nice little wine restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take you by...
This is different than Soda Springs, isn't it?
Yes. I'm going to take you by the oldest hotel.
Yeah.
And inside the hotel is... And they have a museum in there, and it's still a functional hotel.
Oh yeah, and museum.
This is really the oldest. This was like the original Main Street through town down here. Boulder Theater.
Are those?
And they have a...
What do you call those porches? There's probably a name for them.
Oh, I don't...
In any case, I've seen a few here. I want architecture of that era. Another park, it looks like, or whatever.
There are a lot of parks in this town.
Well,
The town
that's
is
nice.
just filled with parks.
Yeah. Their city hall is new and ugly. Well, not ugly, but it's
It's a city hall, right?
It's okay. It's not cheap. It's actually it's okay. What do we got up that way? Just all kinds of things here. This is very nice in here. Trees and everything.
Oh yeah. This is the park where they have all their festivities. There was a beer festival here just 2 weeks ago
Oh, okay.
that Lois and I went to.
Not a very big park, but big enough.
Yep. I've got a book that shows the history and a lot of the old photographs. To get gas.
Oh, we don't want to run out.
No. For the town for many, many
Okay.
years. And I honestly don't know what it is now.
Well, you'd think there'd be a sign.
Yeah, no trespassing.
Look at that, there's a
People
fence.
like dogs.
Looks like there's a fence around it.
There are a lot of... Yeah, this is very pretty.
That white building has a lot of chain link fence around it.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting close.
Is that Boulder City over there too?
Yeah, that's
All
a
that-
housing development.
Yeah.
Where I live.
How about
This is not part of the housing development that I live in.
Yeah.
Parallel streets, they're all coves. So people don't drive through. All these are just coves,
Yeah.
courts.
That's nice. Palm trees.
Look at that house. Months.
Reminds me of California as well.
But to build would just be prohibitively expensive. These lots go for
Which one?
right there.
Corner? Right
Yep.
here?
Right, the big cactus.
Huh.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Turn this way.
It'll blow off stuff off this, but it's not powerful enough to
Right.
blow the stuff off the rocks. So this whole wash is Hemingway Wash,
Okay.
and all the rails and everything that built the dam came up this wash.
Oh.
And in fact, this housing development borders on it too, so nothing further can be built than this. It's a road, it's a service road for the power lines that we can take. We'll get right back, you get really into that stuff. Yeah, those are into that.
Where's the gypsum mine or wherever it was?
Well, actually, there are gypsum mines all over the place.
Oh, because I see a white one over there. I think that's probably one. Straight that way. But anyway.
I don't know. I think what you saw was something. It's
Well, maybe. But did you say the town was? It was Henderson that was founded on
a mine.
gypsum mine.
Gypsum
or?
mine, right?
Okay. But they're all over the place.
But the gypsum mines are everywhere.
It's more than just one mine.
Right. Weird shit going on today. So this is the official entrance up here. We came the back way in from town, but this is the official. And this is why we're going to be so glad when that interstate opens later this year. We got to cross 2 lanes of traffic.
Oh, right. Because there's no stoplight.
Sweet. Lowered it several times. For some reason, it wasn't showing. And I really like the house. So. It's very well known amongst bikers.
Oh, we don't want to run out.
No.
Oh, you.
stuff. These are all drainage for flood control.
Mm-hmm.
It's really massive. Las Vegas still, even when they have a medium-sized rain, people right downtown still get killed. And people fly their drones out there. There's a section that's like a little picnic area. Of course, problematic turning. So what's really cool, I like, is that this is, you know, the layer, the red rock layer, a bowl of fire and everything that goes all throughout. And then you get volcanic, which is just so starkly different.
Yeah.
We'll see it from the top. This isn't as good as I remembered it. That road goes all the way into Henderson.
I don't.
So you can get a clearer view. Oh, it is down. So these mountains here circle the lake. Down below here is the town of Boulder City.
Oh, okay.
From this direction, you can't see my house.
I wouldn't.
For me, it's just turning around is the big problem.
Oh.
Well, I can turn around up here. You might be able to see. See my house. You can see the dam all times. That gate has always been locked. Chimney coming up.
Oh. So it was big. Oh. I see.
And like right downtown, it was like a huge flood. A massive flood. I'd never heard of it.
They have to water it all.
Yeah, too bad it's so dusky at nature. It's like really clear.
Oh,
Well,
right.
none of this is shown, and so
Yeah.
I've had to figure all this shit out myself. That it's not on the BLM maps. Just by
Yeah.
reading a lot of different books,
Uh-huh.
I figured out where this stuff is. Nobody in town can tell you.
Oh.
They don't know. They don't care. They're not saying.
Oh, so you've done some quality research on that.
Yeah, I had to find this stuff.
Oh, that's good. Because you have to find the good stuff, you know.
For instance, this little road is not marked on any map because it didn't exist.
It's fun to explore.
That landmark right there, that giant
Yeah.
volcano, and the dam is practically right between us and that.
Bug seems to know the game plan. Almost wheel. Volcanic stuff. Lava field. We're in a lava field. Interesting though. As slugs usually are. And you've done this one before? Oh, okay.
I walked it. I haven't.
You walked?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. How far was it? This is pretty interesting terrain here. This is like those Moab trails all of a sudden.
You know, I'm gonna look at this. See how I want to take it. I'm not sure. Oh yes.
Piece of cake.
We didn't bottom out. Yay.
Nothing bad. Only
Sweet.
good.
Sweet. I think that's the
See, Brad would go right over that.
Yeah. You would.
Because the smooth part could be quite fast, but no particular reason to go fast because we're having a great view. That's some sizable rocks there. Yes. Did you just hear something drop? Why, yes, I think I did. What's the matter, Henry?
Oh, I just got my fingers started cramping for some reason.
Okay. Does it do that very often?
No, didn't take my vitamins today. I think.
You didn't.
Stupid.
There is one called Henry's something hard cider or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Henry Weinhardt.
Well, there's that one too. Lots of Henrys around. Well, this is becoming pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is one called Henry's something hard cider or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Henry Weinhardt.
Well, there's that one too. Lots of Henrys around. Well, this is becoming pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's a big bird. Valley of Fire too.
Huh.
There's a little stop talks about that road.
Huh.
It's starting to get a little busy. See the
Yeah.
birds, owls, kids on bikes, more kids playing with dogs.
It's not Soda Springs anymore.
Boulder Dam. Oh, you know what? I've forgotten. It's nice enough we can eat out, and they allow dogs in the patio.
U.S. Department of the Interior Reclamation Service. It would seem.
It runs through that channel, that gorge, right around that direction. And these are really, this is some rugged. Now from here,
Not get off the road. They got all this expensive fence.
yeah.
Gee.
No, they're serious about it. And that's a big fine. 6 months in jail,
Yeah. All that.
$10,000 fine. Even on, there are certain trails that don't allow even bikes on, and if a biker is found, it's $1,000 fine.
Wow.
This is the one that drops. There's about a mile up. It's closed off to any vehicles.
Oh.
And then about a mile and a half hike from there.
Oh.
Then the cliff just drops. It gets into really gorgeous narrow canyons.
Yeah.
And there's one drop off that's about 60 feet, which somebody. you would make it down to to get down to the hot springs, you'd have to have rope climbing equipment.
Yeah.
University there.
Uh-huh.
How that's going to work, I have no idea.
Oh.
In fact, I don't have any idea whether I can actually.
It's not.
That's what I learned today.
Stop.
What it can do.
What are they talking about? Oh, they're saying stop. They even decorated the bridge for the benefit of the dirt road people. Pretty interesting terrain here.
Yeah, yeah. So your drive was okay?
Let's see. It's kind of a quagmire, isn't it?
Now we can either go back. To more of that cave rock there. So you can see down Gold Strike Canyon over there.
Lake Mead View Estates. Is that you, Lake Mead View?
Yep.
Or-
That's it. That's us.
Have you met very many neighbors?
No, not because there aren't that many around.
Well,
The ones that live across the
I
street.
mean right nearby, yeah.